The temperature in the courtroom shifted the moment the heavy wooden doors swung open. Judge Judy, already perched on the bench with her glasses low on her nose, paused mid-sentence. Everyone turned their heads, and a ripple of gasps spread across the gallery. Walking down the aisle, slow, arrogant, and flanked by 10 uniformed guards, was Ethan Marlowe, the 23-year-old son of Jackson Marlowe, the long-standing mayor of Westbridge. Ethan strode as if he owned the place, chin lifted, expensive watch flashing beneath the lights. Judge Judy narrowed her eyes. "This is a courtroom," she snapped. "Not a parade." But Ethan didn't even look at her. He continued walking until he reached the defense table, dropping into his chair with the smugness of someone who had never faced consequences in his life. For years, people whispered that the mayor's son was out of control. Reckless driving tickets that magically disappeared, bar fights quietly handled, and even rumors of vandalism covered up before journalists could sniff around. But this time the situation was different. This time, Ethan had messed with the wrong person. Across the aisle sat Rosa Bennett, a small business owner in her late 50s whose cafe had been damaged after Ethan and his friends allegedly broke in after hours during a drunken celebration. The security footage was blurry, but the figure in the footage wore the same designer jacket Ethan was known for. And Rosa wasn't the type to back down. She clutched her folder of documents, her hands trembling, not from fear, but from a year of frustration. No one else dared take the mayor's son to court. She was the first. Judge Judy took a deep breath and slammed her gavel. "Let's begin. But before we do, guards, unless you have legal authority to be here, half of you wait outside." The guards hesitated. Ethan didn't move. Judy's voice turned icy. "This is not a negotiation." 5 guards reluctantly stepped out. The remaining 5 stood behind Ethan like statues. Judge Judy stared directly at him. "Now, Mr. Marlowe, the courtroom belongs to the law, not to your family name." For the first time, Ethan shifted uncomfortably. Rosa's story. Rosa stood. Her voice was gentle but steady. "Your Honor, I've run my cafe for 22 years. Never had trouble. But last March, after closing, someone broke in. Chairs were tipped over, windows shattered, and spray paint covered my walls. I lost thousands of dollars just trying to reopen. My business almost didn't survive." She opened her folder, pulling out photos of the wreckage. Judge Judy held them up, frowning. Then Rosa took a breath. I didn't want to believe it was Ethan. But the jacket in the video, she pointed. "It's limited edition. Only 20 were sold in this state." And Ethan posted a picture wearing the same jacket the night before. Judge Judy glanced at Ethan. "Well." Ethan leaned back, arms crossed. "With all due respect, Your Honor, that video proves nothing. And why would I ruin some old lady's coffee shop? I don't even drink coffee." A murmur rippled across the courtroom. Even Ethan's guards shifted awkwardly. Judge Judy raised a brow. "Watch your tone." But Ethan wasn't done. "This is a waste of everyone's time. My father already said." Judy slammed her gavel again. "What your father said has zero relevance here. This is my courtroom." A flicker of irritation flashed across Ethan's face. Nobody ever spoke to him like that. Judge Judy begins the real work. "Let's move on," she said. "Ms. Bennett, show me the repair bills." Rosa handed over a stack of invoices, glass replacement, paint, new chairs, lost inventory. Nearly $14,000. Judge Judy scanned them, tapping her pen. Then she turned to Ethan. "What exactly were you doing the night of the break-in?" Ethan shrugged. "Hanging out. Partying. Just normal stuff." "Where?" "A friend's place." "Name?" He hesitated. "I don't remember." Judy stared at him for several long seconds. "You don't remember the name of the friend whose house you partied at for hours?" Ethan lifted his chin. "I don't keep track of every random person I meet." It was a disastrous answer. Judy looked at Rosa. "Anything else?" "Yes," Rosa said, pulling out a printed screenshot. The morning after the break-in, Ethan posted on social media. He wrote, "Wild night. Proud of the art we left behind." And the picture he posted shows a red spray paint can on the ground. Ethan's face drained of color. Judge Judy held the screenshot up to him. "You want to explain this?" Ethan opened his mouth, but no sound came out. "This doesn't look good for you," she continued. Not at all. A surprise witness. Suddenly, the courtroom doors opened again. A young man, breathless, rushed inside. Your Honor, wait. Everyone turned. It was Tyler Crane, one of Ethan's longtime friends and rumored partner in chaos. He held a small USB drive in one hand. Judge Judy frowned. And you are? I was there that night, he stammered. I didn't feel right keeping quiet anymore. Ethan whipped around. Tyler, don't you dare. But Tyler ignored him. I have video, Tyler said. One of the guys recorded everything on his phone. We thought it was funny, but it's not. Not anymore. Judge Judy signaled to the bailiff. Bring it here. The courtroom fell into a heavy silence as Judy plugged the drive into the screen. The footage started playing. There unmistakably was Ethan, laughing, kicking over chairs, spray painting the wall, breaking the window with a metal stool. His friends cheered as they trashed Rose's cafe like it was a playground. And worst of all, at one point, Ethan turned to the camera and said, Mayor's son gets to have a little fun. Who's going to stop me? Gasps exploded across the room. Rosa covered her mouth. Tears welled in her eyes, not from pain now, but from vindication. Ethan, suddenly pale, gripped the table. His guards exchanged nervous glances, unsure whether they should stay or flee. Judge Judy looked at him with a stare so sharp it could cut glass. Well, she said slowly, it seems someone finally stopped you. The turning point. The courtroom erupted with murmurs. Ethan tried to regain control. This is taken out of context. We were just messing around. No, Judy snapped. This is not messing around. This is destruction. This is arrogance. This is entitlement. And this is a crime. Ethan tried to speak again, but Judy held up her hand. Not another word unless you want to dig yourself deeper. She leaned back in her chair, silent for several seconds. For years, people like you think rules don't apply to you. That money and power can sweep everything under the rug. Ethan swallowed hard. Well, not today. Mayor Marlowe arrives. Before Judge Judy could continue, the doors opened once more. This time, Mayor Jackson Marlowe himself strode in. Face flushed, tie crooked, panic visible in every line of his body. Your Honor, he said breathlessly, there's been a misunderstanding. If you'll allow me to speak. No, Judy said immediately. Sit down. The mayor froze. You've had plenty of years to speak, she said sharply. Today I speak. He sank into the nearest chair, defeated. The verdict. Judge Judy picked up her gavel and looked directly at Ethan. Mr. Marlowe, based on the evidence, your own recorded behavior, and the testimony presented, I find you fully responsible for the damages to Ms. Bennett's business. Ethan slumped. You will pay her the full amount of $14,000, Judy continued, as well as an additional $5,000.